Okay, so, we are live. Seems it hasn't started recording, but that's fine. Alright, so, we are hopefully live. I'm not sure if we actually are. Although it says we are. So hopefully everything works right. Let me just check the volumes. Just make sure everything is working right. Ooh, Whale Hunter has arrived. Yes, pass me. Okay, I'm just talking past tense, just making sure that the audio finding is working fine. Hello everybody, this is Point of Bob here, and today I'm testing some stuff out. Alright, perfect. Okay, everything's working good. Alrighty then, hello everybody, this is Frontal Bobbin here, and welcome to another Train Simulator 2018 live stream. But not just any Train Simulator 2018 live stream. This is the first ever Train Simulator 2018 live stream on my brand new gaming computer. Yes, indeed, I dropped $850 for what is specifically a Digital Storm super powerful gaming computer. And yeah, so I got this computer on Thursday and messed about with it on Friday. So far, I'm loving this new computer. It is just so much better than that other computer that I had before. The previous one I had was a Dell computer, which, you know, the Dell computer, it was alright, but it's definitely not as good as this thing. This Digital Storm computer, it is just so good. It's unexplainably good. Let's just say that. So since I'm on a brand new computer, I haven't got everything set up, such as I just have this as a single still. I haven't got the montage thingy that I had before, like on my previous computer. I will, however, get that set up eventually. I just need to take enough screenshots on my new PC, because I honestly don't want any of the other pictures from my other PC to be, you know, on this live stream, because it just doesn't fit well. So I'm going to stick with this still image for right now, but I will get the proper montage thingy that I had before soon enough. So, brand new PC. That's the wrong thing. I meant to go into free roam, not career mode. Career mode is stupid, but free roam is alright. Let's see. So, I haven't loaded up the game yet, so I'm just going to do that right now. I'm not sure how long it's going to take for this thing to load. Let's see. I don't know why it's doing that as a thingy-majiggy. I'm watching this on my pen, checking this on my phone. Interesting. Yes, brand new PC, referring to Bobbin. And what's crazy is that I've been doing these weekly live streams for almost a year now. Yeah, I originally started back in April doing building the Front of the Team Network project, and then I got bored of that after a while, so I decided to do drives ever since the summertime. And I've done so many of them as well. And now we're almost a year of doing those things, and now I have a brand new PC, so that means much higher graphics, hopefully much less lag, and all the other good stuff, because, you know, there were several things that I wanted to do on my old PC, but just wasn't powerful enough. But here on this brand new PC, I can do so much more. So you can say goodbye to live streams with lag and not so good graphics, and you can say hello to new live streams with little to no lag at all and much better looking game. Yeah. So I am also running this on Windows 10, so that's a good thing. So I have many plans coming up in the future. I'm not gonna say what I'm going to be doing just yet, but obviously one of the things that I will obviously be doing is Train Simulator, obviously, because that's kind of one of the whole reasons why I decided to get this new PC, because that meant that I could play Train Simulator without having to worry about so many lag issues. So let's now go over to the game, and hopefully this works right. I'm not sure if it's gonna do it. Okay, we are now live. So here we are in Train Simulator. Aha, perfect. Okay, it works. Alright, here we are in Penn Station. Yes, indeed. Normally this would be a very laggy place, but look at that. Look how fast this camera's going. This is insane. Look at this. And here comes the Acela Express, which is the train that we're going to be driving for today. It's not coming from that end, it's coming from this end. I don't know, I hear wheel squeal stuff. Yeah, I know it's going to be coming on this platform. We're here in New York Penn Station, by the way. man, look at the frames are just so good. Like, I'm so used to playing Train Simulator with lag issues and stuff, but now it looks so much better. Don't ask about the fact that the track has disappeared. That's just a little thing that I try to do, but you know that. Is the train even coming on this platform? There it comes. There's the Acela. But yeah, just ignore this. Ooh, hello there, Tyler, staying back, and I see that the delay on the live stream is much better as well. But that's interesting. Here comes the Acela Express in high quality, super high frame rate fashion. Seriously, look at how good that looks. Man, oh man. Man, the frames, it's like there's not even any frames at all. It's like real life. That's just how good the frame rate is. I think we're running about 20 frames per second. And the game looks a million times better as well. I feel like I'm standing here in real life watching the Acela pulling into the station. As the Acela is my favorite train in the whole wide world, and that's the reason why we're driving it today, because the Acela Express is just that amazing. Yes, indeed. You can open the doors now. We're just going to click on our train. Yes, you look at that. Barely any lag issues at all. Just to ignore the fact there's a bunch of stuff there, I'm just going to mess about with that later. Let's put the reverser in. Let's open up the doors. Alrighty then. Yes, I did fix this consist, so the first class coach is the right way around. Here's the Acela. Here's the Acela Express. We can turn on the headlights. Look at that. We can turn on the headlights and no loss in frame rate at all. Well, there's not too big of a loss in frame rate. Okay. Okay, there's a tiny bit of a loss in frame rate, but nothing too drastic. Doors are closing. And we're underway. Okay. And we're off. Alrighty. Let me know if the game is too loud for my voice. I will try to fix that if that's possible. Well, it is possible, but you know. Yes, Train Simulator. Look at that. Look at how nice the frame rate is, though. It's just the frame rate is just so much better, I have to say. Okay, here there's a. When I look at the headlights, there's a tiny bit of a loss in frame rate, but nothing too bad. Okay, it says no, it's fine. All right then. I guess I don't need to change a thing. That's good. Oops, there's a bit of rain. I guess it's a bit of a rainy day today here on the Northeast Corridor. I'm just gonna turn on the windshield wiper just so we don't get splashed by water. But yeah, so so here in Train Simulator, I do have pretty much all of the DLC that I bought previously, and also obviously did download a bunch of third-party modifications as well. I think we can turn off the wiper as we go into the tunnel. Yeah. So I did get most of the stuff. Well, obviously, I say most of that, pretty much all the stuff. I got obviously I got all of the DLC that I bought off of Steam. However, there are some stuttering so much. There are some third-party modifications that I still have yet to install, so just some reskins that I have to reinstall and stuff like that. But I did get most of the important third-party modifications installed. Obviously, I have Fanrailer's Acela Express sound modification installed, as you can hear. So we don't have any evil default sounds. Instead, we have some nice, you know, Acela sounds, of course. Well, it doesn't sound exactly like the Acela. I mean, the horn does. That's a pretty good horn, and the bell is good as well. Like, you know, really the only part that I don't like too much about Fanrailer's sound modification is the sound of the engine. But that's just a nitpick. Nothing too bad. Doesn't really discourage me from driving the Acela Express, I guess. So right now, just going underneath the Hudson River Tunnel as we are now exiting New York Penn Station. We're speeding just a tiny bit, but that's okay. But yeah, just look at how much better the frame rate is. And if we turn the cab light, look at that. No loss in frame rate either. We can look at the stuff better. We can look at this piece of paper over here. You know, everything just looks so much better, I have to say. The frame rate on the live stream is a lot better as well. Everything overall is just better. So I definitely made a good investment on this new PC. You know, everything is just overall is just better. And that will be made apparent on today's journey as we drive across the whole Northeast Corridor from New York all the way to Philadelphia with a few stops along the way. If you have 100,000 subs, you should have hundreds of views. Yes, well, even though I have 1,000 subscribers, only about 3 of them actually watch my stuff regularly. Sometimes more, but oh well, that doesn't matter. I have 1,000 subscribers to my name, so could be worse. You know, I could have 100,000 subscribers and only have a few people watch. But oh well, maybe the fact that I now have a new PC and can produce better live streams, maybe now I can get a lot more subscribers. Doesn't make any sense, but oh well. Yep. Alright. Apparently a lot of your fans are in the UK time or something, yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of, British fans out there, like, yeah, maybe most of my fans are, live in Britain, so they go to sleep earlier than I do. Or we do here in the United States. We're now about to exit the Hudson River Tunnel. Okay, there's a teeny bit of a loss in frame rate. I think it's because it's just loading in the next chunk. I think now if the game loses its frame rate, I think that mainly has to do with the fact that, you know, Train Simulator is only a 32-bit game, so it doesn't use up all the, I believe it because you do lots of UK trains on Train Sim, yeah. Well, then again, there is a lot of British stuff they can get for Train Simulator. Yeah. Looks like there is a bit of rain today here in the Northeast Corridor, but that's alright, we won't let a bit of rain stop us. In fact, that can help us out display the fact that this is a brand new PC. See, look at that. Now, if this was on my old computer, or other computer, then the game would probably be laggier than it normally is. But the fact that I'm playing this on a brand new PC with stuff, there's barely any loss in frame rate at all. Well, in fact, there's no loss in frame rate at all. Look at that, you can see the headlight, you can see the wipers moving. It's just overall much better. And of course, I did renumber this train to 2013, but I left the rear one by default. 2005. Yeah, 2005 was a pretty interesting year for me. Yes, it was indeed. Best of all, we have the Acela sound stuff. Of course we do. But yeah, I think now if there is a tiny bit of a drop in frame rate, I think that has more so to do with the game. Because I think Train Simulator is only a 32-bit game, and so it doesn't use the PC 100%, so that's why there's lag issues from time to time. But overall, it's better, again. I am running this on the highest graphics settings. In fact, pretty much all the graphics settings are set to the absolute maximum. Because, you know, I want to obviously get the most out of this new PC. So yeah. However, even though I am playing on the highest graphics settings, there's still the issue of floating catenary. Man, oh man, because I remember that here in Train Simulator, there's a bit of an issue where if you turn down the graphics settings to such a low amount, then assets will begin to disappear. Except, you know, even though I'm playing this in the highest graphics settings, I still have the issue with, or there's still the issue of certain assets disappearing on this route. I think that just has to do with the fact that Dovetail games are incompetent and they can't seem to make a game work properly, and so they messed up some files and stuff, so good job, Dovetail. You tried your best to make a good video game, but unfortunately you didn't try hard enough. You didn't try hard enough. Okay, is there something funny going on with the trains, the Acela mod or something? What in the world? Okay, that's weird. See, Real says, I have Train Sim mode on the Xbox. Cool. Let's see, it says, I think your computer could handle it with lower settings. Yeah, but I wanna see what Train Sim looks like when you got maximum graphics. I might turn down the graphics just to high instead of highest, but we'll see what happens. You know, then we are on the Northeast Corridor, which is a route where that is pretty old, and so the frame rate is actually pretty good here in Northeast Corridor. I did do a test run on the North Jersey coastline route, and the frame rate wasn't the greatest. But oh well. Also, what's cool is that also another issue that happened on my old computer is that since the game had a loss in frame rate, the in-game time wasn't completely up to, you know, up to the real time, but since now we're on a brand new PC where the frame rate is really high, the game time actually can keep up with real time, and yeah, so it just happens to be 510 in the game, and it's also 510 in real life as I'm streaming this right now. I think it's 510. Let's see, 1, 2, yeah, it should be 510. Yeah, because when I do these live streams, I like to set them to 5 o'clock, which is the real life time. Although it isn't actually raining in real life. I originally said this to be snowy weather because even though it's technically spring where I live, it's still snowy and stuff. Anyways, let's do a flyby view, because flybys are awesome. Yes, we're now slowing down for the 60. I'm trying not to overshoot the platform too much. Civilian says I might try to stream someday. Interesting. I would possibly attend to that if it's at a convenient time for me. Because I do want to support my viewers in some way. You know, it's only right. And of course now we're going down to 45 again because we have to slow down for, I think it's a junction now. Yeah, junction. There's an Amtrak train over there. Hello, Amtrak. The ACS 64. That's quite cool. I'm not gonna go too fast. Let's see. It would probably be Mud Runner or Train Sim World on Xbox or Trains 2 on iPad. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, let's slow down for Newark. Of course, the speed limit goes up to 60 and then goes right back down to 45. Should have put the bell on, but I forgot to do so. And we come to a stop. Let's now open the doors. Alrighty, doors opening. Nice, this train just looks so pretty. Let's get a few screenshots while we're here. That's quite cool. Alrighty. Alright, off to Metro Park. For the next stop. Alrighty. Of course, we're going to overspeed for a tiny bit. I've never actually done a scenario in the rain before. On a live stream, I should say. So, I guess another thing to show off the fact that I have a brand new PC is the fact that we're doing this journey in the rain. Alrighty. There's a New Jersey Transit train. Hello there. That's quite cool. So I'm going to make a scenario on trains right now. Of course. Well, watch the stream while you do. Snap. Okay. Use transit train. Yep, I did actually bother to put AI trains in this scenario. Yeah, I've decided that I'm only going to put in AI trains in scenarios as long as they don't affect other things. You know? Because in the past I've had problems with AI trains where they like to like to get in the way of stuff. Causes all confusion delay. So Freeway Game is turned up. Hello there, welcome to the live stream thingy-majiggy. Okay. There's a thingy. Look at how cool that looks. I don't want to take too many screenshots because it could cause a few problems. Watch the train from the above. Ah, yes. Not 210. In fact, Train Simulator is going by slightly faster than real life time, which is interesting. Actually, I think it's because I started the game slightly earlier than I was supposed to, but that's alright. Yep. I didn't quite get down to 0 on the countdown before I got into the game, but who cares? Alrighty then. So up to North Elizabeth. Oh, I'll have to slow it down again. That's annoying. Let's go by North Elizabeth and check out thingy-majiggies. Have to slow down for the curve. Oh dear. More floating signals! I know that's a bug with the with the game now and not Train Sim. We slowed down a little bit too much back then, but that's okay. North Elizabeth States. Other things. Man, this game is running so nicely. Their frame rate is pretty good, actually. I think it has about 30 frames per second, which is pretty good, you know. Some people, they like, you know, 60 frames per second, but, you know, as long as the game doesn't look super laggy, I'm going to okay with that. Like, 30 frames per second is actually pretty good. Look how good that looks. Ah, yes. Although I am gonna have to get used to these better graphics and stuff because I've played Train Simulator for so long on the other computer where the graphics were all, you know, not as good as this. But it shouldn't take too long. We're about to reach the 110. Alrighty. Up to speed. Alrighty. And I have a weirdo. Hmm. I realized I forgot to change the thingy in OBS, so it just says Train Sim, but well, it pretty much is Train Simulator, so not really much point in worrying about that. Coming up on Linden Track 3. And we're gonna have to speed again. Oh dear. Just don't watch the train go by. Oh, cool that looks. I just noticed all this stuff just loaded in the background. That's a bit unrealistic. Yeah, this game though, it's, you know, I'm running this on a brand new computer, but despite that, Train Simulator still seems to have all the optimization issues, but I think that just has to do with the game itself and not my computer, because, you know, again, Train Simulator is it's only a 32-bit game, it's old, it's tired, and yet people still milk this game. I really wish that Dovetail would just, you know, just get on with making a new... Well, I mean, they are making Train Sim World, except that means that they have to start from all over again, even though they already have so much stuff for Train Simulator 2018. And even then, they're still making, or still releasing DLC for Train Simulator 2018. It's just, I don't know. They might as well just fix this game instead of make a brand new one. Let's see, Relentless Trains 2 survey. If you were playing Trains 2 and were looking for routes to download and you found the Western Ontario Belt Railway, which is the route that goes off to Planet's base of Kansas through a city and then desert places, Arizona. Well, you kind of just spoiled it. Alrighty. Oh, okay. That's a bit weird. Yes. Okay. Would you download it? The route has a lot of content needed. If it requires content that I don't own, then well, it's gonna look a bit funny. I might download it if I ever get Trains 2 again, which is pretty not the greatest chances of happening. And of course, now there's a 60-mile-an-hour speed limit without the game telling me, and now I have to slow down, or else I'm gonna do something terrible. But I think now we just have to slow down for the point so we can get to the local track so we can do our stop at Metro Park. And the Acela does stop at Metro Park in real life, so I must do the same thing in the game. Otherwise, stuff is gonna occur. Because I'm a person and I like things to be accurate. You know, I'm a person for accuracy. There we go. And it's down to 60 just in time. See, I'm a good driver. It would be done sometime next year. To be honest, I'm really not sure when I'm gonna get a new iPad that can run on Windows thingy-majiggy. It may not even happen at all, but again, I have no idea. Who knows? Maybe out of the blue, you know, what would happen. Oops, we have to slow down for Metro Park. I wasn't watching the things. Okay, let's slow down for Metro Park. Let's slow down. Okay. Alright, let's see how badly I overshot the platform. Only missed the first coach. I would reverse back, but I don't want to waste time. So all the passengers in the first class coach will have to just walk all the way over here so they can get off the train to get off of Metro Park. Okay, let's see. Well, could you at least do more train of ATS 3 or 4? Well, even then, I would need a new iPad in the first place so I could actually record stuff. Well, I say that, I could possibly find a recorder for my iPad too, but I'm not sure. Alrighty. And we're off. So yeah, and we're off. I think I was actually able to get a screen recorder from my iPad 2 way back in 2015 when I was just when I came back from my long hiatus from YouTube, and for some reason I heard a second train go by. I don't know what that was. Maybe it's just me. So I don't know. I could try to record train of ATS on my iPad 2, but don't guarantee it. So now we've started Metro Park. We're now entering the best part of the Northeast Corridor, nicknamed the racetrack portion. Well, I'm not entirely sure if it's actually called the racetrack portion, but it definitely does deserve the nickname. And thankfully, that's the last stop before Philadelphia. So now it's just blast along the line to Philadelphia. Alrighty. I'm going 90, but we'll have to slow down for 45 again so we can make the points. I'm just going to slow down to that now. Yeah, I think there is a switch that goes from the express line to the, or from local line to the express line just after Metro Park, but of course they didn't put that in this game, so we have to go all the way to Metuchen and then get onto the express line. It's kind of stupid, to be honest. Yeah, it's like, hey, let's update the Northeast Corridor, but we're only going to improve some of the textures and scenarios and stuff, but we're not going to change a thing about the route itself. Yeah. Wait, has it stopped raining now? Oh, stopped raining. Interesting. Didn't even notice that stopped raining. Okay, across the points. Yeah, it probably stopped raining a long time ago and I didn't even notice. I didn't even this thing at dynamic weather. Interesting. And let's go to 110. Nope, still in the 45. And alrighty, come on. Let's get to the fun part. Come on, I want to go more than 45. I was still going on the onto the express line completely, so I don't know. I'm just gonna wait. Yeah, it's probably gonna be done by the time we exit this interlocking. Yeah, I'm just gonna obey the speed limit. Okay, now we can go 80 miles per hour. Here we go. Now we're entering the legit best part of this route, which consists of a 30-mile long straightaway. They don't call this place the racetrack portion for nothing. Oh, when it says bye, I gotta go. I know, real interest to leave. Oh well, whatever. But I want a real hunter here, but oh well. Sausages. Okay, into the 90. Yep, the game is actually keeping up with real life time, which is a good thing, because we won't lose all of our time because of lag issues and stuff. And the scenario will actually end when it's supposed to end. Although it says that we're gonna get to Philadelphia by 1811. If we do get there by then, I'll definitely do some other things to keep you guys entertained. Because to be honest, ending this live stream early would be kind of silly. I mean, it's a brand new PC, so we might as well celebrate that. Alrighty. Into the 100. I would break the speed limit, but I did set some AI trains and stuff, and you know I kind of want to get to the AI trains at the right time, just because of accuracy. You know, I'm an accuracy person. Yes, indeed. Actually, no. There were some AI trains that are a bit silly. So, should I speed? Nah. I'll speed another time. There's temptation to break the speed limit. I'm not sure if I should, because then that means that AI trains are going to be silly and stuff. You know what, I'll just go 120 or something. Isn't this fun? I think this is accurate. Hello, Chris. Welcome to the show. I just saw SOW630. No idea what that is, but okay. Here we are playing Train Simulator, a brand new PC. As you can tell, the graphics look a million times better, and so is the frame rate. Look at that frame rate. That is just insane. And the game as well is actually keeping up with real life time, which is cool and stuff. And yeah, let's just watch the train go by nicely. So then steamer number 630. Oh, interesting. From the 50s. Let's go to Jersey Avenue. Jersey Avenue. I quite like this place. It's quite interesting. Jersey Avenue. Yes. Here comes a train. And it's raining again. Perfect. Guess the rain only stopped for a little while. Whoa, you masters save shape and haircut. Yeah. Another cool thing about the new PC is that the horn doesn't lag, so I can actually do a good job at the shape and haircut thing, which is quite cool. Alrighty. Of course, we got 110 coming up. Hey, look at that! It's Bill and Ted. Hello there. That's Bill and Ted going by there. Yes. Yeah, Bill and Ted just going by. Guess they're on an Amtrak train to Boston. Alrighty. Well, the speed limit's 110, but I'm just gonna let the train coast by itself. So we're gonna get to Philadelphia a bit early, but that's okay. Ah, yes, I love the Northeast Corridor. I really do. Best train line in the whole world. Well, I know. And currently it's raining in the Northeast Corridor. Lovely. It was originally supposed to be snowy, but I guess the snow all melted and now it's just rain. But speaking of snow, I can now possibly do these journeys in snowy weather, which makes it all the better. There's some silly cars going up there. Okay. 48 miles to go to Philadelphia. Look at that. We are making good time. We are making good time indeed. Like, video game time is actually keeping up with real life time. Ooh, there's a New Jersey Transit train over there. Hello, New Jersey Transit train. Hello. That was a double-decker train. Pulled by an ALP-46. Ah, yes, how fun this is. We should know lower the speed limit just by a tiny bit. What's also cool is I can get into the passenger view without the game horribly crashing and stuff. Yeah, look how good the passenger view looks here in the Acela Express. This is in the first class coach and definitely looks like it. Can we move anywhere? Oh yeah, we can sit in this table here. That's quite cool. We can look outside the Acela, which is cool. And best part is I can look in the passenger view without the frame rate dying horribly like it did on the other computer. Another train there. Ah, yes, this journey's fun so far. Ah, yes. There's a New Jersey Transit train right there, about to stop at Princeton Junction. There's going to be an interesting train coming up. A long one. This New Jersey Transit train is just coming in for a stop here at Princeton Junction. In a very nice, smooth fashion indeed. Alrighty. This journey definitely feels a lot faster than it usually does, because I think the thing that has to do with that is the fact that I'm, you know, so used to playing this game with the lag. I mean, it wasn't terrible lag, but at the same time, you know, the game time just wasn't keeping up with the real time. But yeah, it's actually 7:41 in the game and 5:41 in the game and 5:40 in real life. So I think it's because I started this game slightly ahead of 5 o'clock, but again, like not so bad. But that's a good thing, because that means that I can do a lot more things in a shorter time span whenever I do these live streams. You know, the game time keeps up with the real life time, which means I can get to my final destination faster and possibly do some more stuff after that. Yeah, it's quite cool. Yes. Yep. I've seen the Northeast Corridor dozens of times. I've driven on this route dozens of times here in the game, but this is really the first ever time that I'm driving it on this brand new computer, and you know, it just looks so much better, really. And of course, here on the racetrack portion, they obviously fixed the part where, you know, the track was floating, because there used to be the issue in this game where there was some floating track and it looked unrealistic. Obviously they fixed that when they updated this route, which is a good thing, because it looked disgusting, as bank coaches would say. Yes, bank coaches. Obviously, this is only the first of many things that I have planned on this new computer. There are so many other things that I'm going to be doing on this brand new computer, which is pretty cool. Well, this journey is going by really quickly, I must say. I mean, look at this. We're already almost at Trenton. That means we're going to be at Philadelphia pretty soon. Man. I think because the frame rate is so much better, the journey feels a lot faster. Because normally it feels like a pretty long journey when I go from New York to Philadelphia, but here, this is the first ever journey that I'm doing on this brand new computer, and it definitely feels a lot faster than it previously did. And now we're about to speed into the 80. That's alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna put the full at minimum. No, I'm still speeding by just a tiny bit, but could be less. That could be worth. Yeah. There's some cars on the thingy as well, which is quite cool. Alrighty. Enough speeding. There's the American flag. I wonder if we'll see floating billboards in this journey as well. That'll say for sure that this route has issues. And very silly issues as well. Some that just don't even make any sense. And I mean that. Let's go to 16% throttle. If you're wondering why I'm keeping this speed, it's because there's some AI trains and stuff that I want to kind of see on this journey. This is high and back for a bit. Okay, good. But I definitely do plan to come back to Northeast Corridor in the future and do some high-speed runs and see how quickly I can get from New York to Philadelphia whilst not breaking everything. Here we are at Trenton Station. There's a train on the platform over there. There's a transit right there. It's quite cool. Oh, floating signals. Right, wait, we're right. Floating signals. Yep, those are definitely floating signals. This game is stupid. Okay, we can go, but we can go faster than this. Come on. And we'll be able to go up to 110, which is nice. Alrighty. Well, at least those signals at least have a gantry holding them up, so it actually looks somewhat realistic. To 110 coming up soon. Already 30 miles away from Philadelphia. Kind of crazy to think about as well. Man, even though we haven't spent in this journey, we're already almost at Philadelphia. Man. You know, the feeling that something is faster than it used to be, you know? It's kind of like going into high school after coming from middle school in a way, because, you know, the days, you know, a day in middle school, a day in high school feels a lot faster than a day in middle school. You know, a day in middle school felt like it took forever, but a day in high school definitely feels a bit faster. Also, this bridge is invisible. Good job, Dovetail Games. Yeah. Yep. Yep, they took this route down for a whole year just to update it, and it still has faults. Train simulator. What would I do without you? Oops. Actually, that was a question. What if Train Simulator didn't exist? What would I do if I didn't have this game? That's a good question. Or, well, actually, no, that's a bit silly. It's like, what if I didn't have this game? Well, obviously, that's honestly a pretty silly question. If I didn't have this game, then I would get it. You know? What if the game didn't exist? Now, that's a more interesting question, to say the least. Now we're entering the last portion of the Northeast Corridor. Yeah, in fact, for me, there's 3 different portions of Northeast Corridor. There's the portion from Philadelphia to Trenton, which is like the SEPTA trains bit, I guess. Then there's the section from Trenton to Metro Park, which is the racetrack portion, and then there's Metro Park to Penn Station, which is like the interesting part of the Northeast Corridor, kind of. I don't know. This is Levittown. Yeah, so we're always gonna get to Philadelphia before the live stream has to end. But don't you worry, I will do other things, so this live stream will not end as soon as we get to Philadelphia. Yes, indeed. And that goes for any other live stream that I do. You know, if we get to our final destination faster than the live stream has to end, then we will do something else. That's what we'll do. Okay. I don't know why we're losing a bit of speed, but let's just get on the throttle. And on train. And now everyone is left. Turns out that Chris was only here for a certain amount of time. Oh, would you look at that? Floating billboards. Would you look at that? That is a billboard right there standing on absolutely nothing. That right there is a floating billboard, ladies and gentlemen. Even on the highest graphics settings, there's still floating objects. This game is the greatest. Yeah. And you really can't, you know, like if you want to argue against the floating stuff, you really can't say, oh, but this route came out back in 2011, so it's kind of outdated. Well, yeah, this route did come out back in 2011, but then they took this route down for a whole year so they could update it, and now the route has come back onto the store after a year of absence. And it still has faults. It still has faults. Yep. I mean, they did make the textures look a bit better on this route. But, again, it... You know, it just... doesn't look right. You know, some say that they could possibly come in and just redo the whole entire route from scratch. They kind of should do that, but nope, they'll be like, nope, we'll just make a few changes. Honestly, they didn't even have to take this route down. They could, you know, they could just you know, make the changes privately and then just release the changes to the route, and then when they do so, they would obviously release it for a lower price than they originally did. Because when the Northeast Corridor first came out, when the Northeast Corridor first came out in 2011, it costed a price of $40. But when the route came back, it costed $20. So it's had a 50% price reduced since, if that makes any sense. So they did drop the price of this route, and rightly so. That was definitely the right thing to do, because I don't think anyone wants to spend $40 on something that looks dated. Like even though they did take this route down for a year, it's still, again, still his fault. I'm pretty much repeating myself over and over again now. I probably talked about something like this in a previous live stream where it was like, you know, this game, they took it down, but it still has faults. So yeah, so if you watched the previous live stream of mine, you probably already heard me have this discussion, but I feel like I just need to say it over and over again because it's you know, it's just and, you know, Dovetail, they just do things. Oh, Chris is back. There you are, Chris. I was wondering where you went. And even then, on their North Wales coastal route, there's faults with that as well. You know, the Super Voyager has default sounds from the Kuju days. Well, same could be said about the whole of the North Wales coastal stuff. You know, the Voyager, and even then, the Voyager is a brand new train in this game. Hey, look, it's a septic train. Hello there, septic train. That's quite cool. Septic train with transit coaches. There's another septic train right there. Two septic trains right next to each other. For some reason, that one's being held up. Oh, it's stopped at the station. Okay, that's why. The platform is so small, I couldn't even see it. Wow. Yeah, two septic trains right next to each other. She choked on my water. Excuse me. You get to listen to a dying Untitled Bobbin. Another invisible bridge. Why? That billboard is not looking too good. Yep. This game, or this route has faults. And I am now dying. Lovely. Buying coaches. Okay. This is Torresdale. Look at all the coaches still on the curve. That's pretty cool. Alright. We're almost at Philadelphia as well. That's cool. We're definitely going to have to do some messing around once we get there. Okay. Going into Holmesburg. There's another train there. Yes. Amtrak. All aboard Amtrak. Also, you know what I never got to do? I never got to take the picture of the thumbnail for the video. Yep. Oh well, that's fine. Coming into Bridesburg. I think the rain stopped again. Yay. But there's still some water on the window. Oh, now it's gone. Okay. I knew there was a way to clear up the water, but, you know, I kind of wish the water could have evaporated all by itself, but whatever. We'll have to, guess we will test that out another time. Yes. Oh, great. We have to start off with a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit. Don't want to do what that one Amtrak train did it back in 2015. I'll let you guess that out yourselves. Alrighty, just slowing down. Nope. What? Why are we on throttle? Oh. No wonder we were doing weird things before. That was my watch beeping. And down to the 50. We're so close to Philadelphia and only an hour into the live stream. Wow. That's a record right there. And floating signals once again, because reasons. I have to go screenshot though. Of course I can finally use the headlights. Because whenever I use, whenever the game doesn't, have a frame rate issue of some kind. Yes. Now we're entering the slow corner. See, which one is the one where the train crashed? I think it was this one. Yep. Yeah, this is where the train fell off the curve. Do this, and suddenly back onto the flat track stuff. And Chris is back. Yes, this is the NEC. What did you think it was? 110 and 210 miles an hour stuff. Oh, of course we're gonna have to slow down for the 80. Yay! Just what I asked for. I'm just gonna go up to 82 miles an hour and just slow it down just a tiny bit. Just so I'm not breaking everything. You know. Okay. 80 miles an hour. Yeah, now there's nothing to see here. Alright. We're now on to the boring part of the Northeast Corridor. Yay. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And more floating signals. There's now the live stream of the floating signals. Rah! Silly floating signals and more things. And now we're into the 80. Hooray. At least they didn't break everything. Okay, now 90 and 110, and then I bet you $100 that we'll have to slow down to 30. And then get into Philadelphia, and then that'll be end of journey, but not end of live stream. No, I have some other things planned for this live stream. So don't leave yet. We still have an hour left of Train Simulator NIS to go. Much fun is to be had. I might do some stuff with the jet train. Unfortunately, I don't have the super pump cart installed, so I can't use that right now. That stinks. Look at that. More floating signals! Isn't that lovely? We get all the floating signals that we could ever ask for. Hurrah. And what would you like? 60 miles an hour. Like, why would you go 110 and have to slow down for a 60? No, I'm just gonna 0% throttle. I'm just gonna cruise it to Philadelphia. And then 30. And then on the downslope thingy majiggy. That looks kind of terrible. Let's get on to the brake. And down to 60. Alrighty. Well, we'll have to slow down to 30, so I think I'll let the train slow down by itself. Until we get to the 30. Yes. Acela. Oh, 45. Alright then. Guess we'll go down to 30 again. Because why not? Alrighty. I wonder how good my voice sounds in the live stream. And of course the live stream's buffering. Because reasons. Good job. YouTube. Yep, YouTube, best streaming service in the world. And now it works for some reason. And now. I'm just listening to what my voice sounds like on the live stream. I know it sounds a lot more clearer, but I'll have to listen back on the replay thingy-majiggy just so I know for sure. Okay, speeding to the 30. That's great, isn't it? Can they just cruise along the line into terrible wheel squeal and the least realistic part on the wheel. Oh my goodness. Just listening to how that sounds. That's cool. Okay. Still going on the downhill. And my brakes seem to do nothing. Eh. It's just a bunch of rubbish. Rubbish! Here we are in Philadelphia. It only took us an hour and 10 minutes. Probably the fastest journey across the Northeast Corridor yet. Alrighty. Very soon, we'll be pulling into Philadelphia, platform 5. Well, it says platform 5 for some reason. I guess somebody messed up. That's okay. Alrighty. Entering Philadelphia. Nope, I don't want to jump. And stop. Alrighty. Okay, it's a tiny bit lagging here, but that's okay. There's a entry train there and a septic train here. That's a cool screenshot. Alrighty. And now it's time to end this journey thingy. Well, not end it. We have to go to Washington. Yay! Amtrak. Oh, another cool thing about this route, look at that. There is... Yeah, that's a thing as well. For some reason, I've never seen that issue before. Maybe it's just something weird has happened. I don't know. Either way, it's stupid. Alright. Alrighty, off to Washington, kind of, sort of, maybe. Yes. Bang coaches. Some say that this train goes to Washington, D.C. Unfortunately, there's a bit of a flaw in that, and... Here's your first ever train crash in high definition stuff. I guess. Righty then. So, I even named this new PC stuff. But, I now need to take a quick bathroom break, so I'm just gonna bring up thingamajiggy. You can look at this for now. Just gotta close this out. And, alright, give me a minute, and I'll be right back. And I am back. Alrighty then, so, what should we do next? What should we do next? That's a good question. If anyone's watching the live stream, what would you like me to drive next? I think we're still driving on the Northeast Corridor, but I wanna, you know, maybe the jet train, or maybe the Sprinter or something. I don't know. What should we do? That's a good question. What should we do? What should we do? Should we do the do, or should we do the silly do? I don't know. I did, however, install the Superclass 47, so you know what? Let's do something in the Superclass 47. Why not? And I think I'll keep it to Northeast Corridor. I'm just gonna set it to 6, 7, 18. Spring and snowy. Okay, cloudy snow. Alright, so Superclass 47 light engine. Where should we go to? Of course, it's installed all of my workshop add-ons, you know. You know, we couldn't just install the default thing. We had to include all the all the workshop add-ons and things. Let's see. I want to go to a interesting room. Ooh, it's kind of interesting how it's installed. I think he's in the Eastern border. So let's coast. Yes. Yeah. Well, no one to excuse. So we're gonna go to. How about La La Land? No, I don't want to go there just yet. That's a thingy. I need help here, guys. Which route should I go to? No, I don't want that. You know what? Let's go to West Coast Mainline North. No, Northeast Corridor. It has to be Northeast Corridor. It's like I'm asking, which route should we go to? Let's just go Northeast Corridor, because that's the only place that we really can go to. And let's go from Trenton to Penn Station. We probably won't make it to Penn Station, but we'll see what happens on this journey. Just flip back to the game real quick, or not. Yeah. Okay. Go to Train Simulator, please. Thank you. All right. We have another 45 minutes to mess about. In fact, no, I think I might end this early at 6:30 if this gets boring. In fact, you know what, let's just make this the grand finale in this live stream. And then off to see the world, I guess. I have an idea of what I'm going to do next weekend, but will it work? I don't know. I don't know. March Madness. I have an idea. Actually, I wasn't asking what you do. Well, I know I'm going to do next weekend. I don't know what I'm going to do the weekend after that. Yes, indeed, I do. I do indeed. March sausages. Okay. Okay, this is what I was expecting earlier, but oh well. So we were in interesting looking weather, and first of all, look at the frame rate. It's so much better. There's the Acela, and they're doing something unrealistic. But let's see how fast we can go. This is going to test out the frame rate by a lot. Frame rate is really good, actually. Now my boy's getting drowned out by the super class 47. But we're gonna see how fast we can go on the Northeast Corridor. Let's get out the exterior view so we can see for sure. Alrighty. Oh, the game is slightly lagging. Okay, let's not go too fast. I want to fly away. Okay. We nearly flew away there, and we're going to fly away for sure. Nope, we didn't fly away, and we're now going to fly away. Okay, we are now flying in the air. That didn't last long. I'm going to have to hook up some coaches to the Superclass 47. Look at that, though. The frame rate is really good, I have to say. Alright, then, back to the drawing board. Let's attach some coaches to this thing. What's it going to show? Nothing. Nothing important. If we go here... nothing. Okay, let's go to custom. Let's go to create new. See if this loading stuff is any faster or quick drive is any better, because the quick drive consist creator, it's broken. We'll see if it's any better on this new PC, but I don't think so. It's probably a probably rubbish. Rubbish. Also, we might bring out the jet train just for the heck of it. Yep, I said that was going to be the finale, but I wasn't intending on having a massive train crash. But to be honest, having coaches on it won't help too much either. should probably get out the HST as well. Maybe. That's a possibility. It's only workshop items, of course you are. Yep, quick drive concept editor is gonna take a while. You know, forget about it. We just won't mess about that right now. I think that will drive a more normal train. You know, let's drive the 1.5 I know I keep doing this, but it's for secret reasons. You saw a glimpse of what was on my thingy, Jiggy, but still, I'm not telling you anything. Why do the F40? Let's see, class, no, I want to do the 1.5 because I haven't done it that much in that. Where was it? Class 1.5. Where are you, 1.5? There you are, Sprinter. We're gonna go 4-car, I guess. And let's make it clear weather. Actually, the snow is kind of unnecessary. We'll go 6-car consist. Even though realistically we would have 10 cars. There's only 6 cars by default on this thingy. Okay, let's go train sim. Alright. I think we'll now do this 1.5 up to Metro Park or something, and then that'll be it for this live stream. It's been fun. At the same time, it feels short though. But then again, we got from New York to Philadelphia in like no time. In fact, that's probably the fastest journey from New York to Philadelphia, probably ever. And of course, now that I have a new gaming computer, I can do just about anything in Train Simulator, whether it be in the snow or in the mountains or whatever. Alrighty. We're on the 1.5, and there's no train there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we can turn the volume now. Yep. I have to say, this train really sets the standards for trains. Well, look at how good this looks. Wow, the sun is shining right into the cab. That looks really good. Really, really good. Look, that doesn't do anything. Come on, Train Sim. This is a train that comes with Train Simulator 2018, and yet it's rubbish. For the most part. Ah. Okay, that's annoying. Oh, passenger view. This is somewhat better, except that's a bit silly. Yep, this is the train that comes with Train Simulator 2018, and yet it's kind of rubbish. That doesn't do anything. None of this stuff works. Man. Wow. And the fact that Dovetail tolerate this stuff is even more disgusting, honestly. That does nothing. What does this say? At least I can read this stuff now. Not this, that's all blurry. There's the operating instructions. Ah, yes. That's quite cool. Does that have rolling sounds or something? Hang on, let's listen to this. Let's go. Looks a bit weird. There's so many default Cujo songs in this train. That's a bit rubbish. Of course, right next to a buffer or bumper or whatever. Coming through Hamilton, we're not going to bother to stop here because we got better things to do. But yeah, this train utilizes so many defaults now, so I will give Dovetail a run for their money. Not Dovetail, just trains. That's it, just trains, not Dovetail. Dovetail are the people that make these things. Just trains are the people that provide even worse stuff for this game. Yeah. It's disgusting. As Bankuchi would say. I wonder if that horn is realistic or not, or if it's just something funny that they put together. What's the frame rate like? 20 frames, 30 frames per second. Interesting. Look at this corridor. I'm running out of ideas. What do we do? Alright. Ooh, hello there. New viewer here. MBA Pen Northeast Cord thingy-majiggies. And hello there. Yes, what PC does your new PC have? I don't know, actually. I knew somebody was going to ask this eventually. Yeah. There's going to be a bunch of people asking, what are your new PC specs? The answer to that is, very powerful, but I don't know specifically. I'm going to have to look it up. But, yeah, I don't know. So, but, I might put this PC specs in the description of this video when it goes up as a video. But, yeah, I don't know. There's a train there. HHP8 with floating signals. We're right. Oh, wait. It's a floating sign. Yeah, I don't know. Were you able to turn up the settings up for the graphics on Trains for 2018? Of course I was. Look at that. I mean, seriously, just look at how much better this game looks compared to what it used to. Seriously, just look at how good this game looks. You know, the sun looks good, the shadows look good, everything looks good. It's so much better, and the frame rate is a million times better. Look at that. It's just everything is just overall better. So, of course the graphics are better. I mean, I didn't buy this new computer for nothing. I bought it so I could, you know, play Train Simulator at a higher frame rate, and not just Train Simulator, but other games as well. Yes! Games and other things, and stuff, and many other things. Yeah. You can turn the settings apart through custom. Do you know that? Of course I do. You know? I didn't buy this game yesterday. In fact, I've owned this game for about 3.5 years. Although, all the years that I was able to play this game before is that, you know, I played this game on a Dell computer, which was, you know, it was a decent computer, but, you know, at the same time, the graphics weren't as good. I had to play this game on medium to low settings most of the time, and the graphics on that weren't that great. But this is really my first ever time playing Train Simulator on this brand new PC, and the game looks a heck of a lot better. So right now I'm playing this on the highest graphics setting, by the way. So that's why this game looks so insanely good. So it's definitely worth the investment. So Northeast Corridor for Train Sim World is not that good. I played and there are so many inaccuracies. I did hear about Train Sim World Northeast Corridor. And I didn't watch the advanced preview of it. And there are a few inaccuracies with Train Sim World Northeast Corridor, but honestly, I can kind of forgive that because Train Sim World Northeast Corridor, well, it's a 30-mile long route, but there are quite a few features in the ACS 64 and the GP40 blah blah blah. In fact, the only real inaccuracies in Train Sim World Northeast Corridor New York is a few of the sounds and, you know, where the trains go. Like for one thing, the Amtrak doesn't stop at Newark Penn Station. It goes from not Newark Penn Station. The Amtrak doesn't stop at Newark Liberty Airport. If it goes from Newark Penn to Metro Park, and they probably could have ended the line there, to be honest. But even so, am still most likely going to get Train Sim World Northeast Corner, New York, whenever I have the money to do so. Possibly in the summertime when I can do it, or can actually do it. But for right now, I'm going to stick to playing Train Sim 2018 with amazing graphics settings. Like, look at that, there's those shadows. Look at how good this all looks. It's over 9,000. Yes, I know that's a dead meme, but I don't care. It's very alive to me. Yeah. If you want a more realistic idea of how much better this game looks compared to what it looked like on my other PC, you can watch pretty much all of my live streams that I did on this game previously. Because this is the first ever live stream that I'm doing on this game on my new PC. Just because. My voice sounds better as well. In fact, if I look at the thingies. Also, thingy movies. Okay, whatever. I'm just listening to my past self. With reasons. Let's do a little flyby. Amtrak stops at Newark International Airport. Just looked it up. Oh well, okay. Amtrak does stop at Newark Liberty Airport, but only on super rare occasions. Like, I think the Amtrak Keystone sometimes stops at Newark Liberty Airport, but I don't think the regional does, though. You know, the Amtrak regional. Although I did notice another inaccuracy where in the ACS 64 introduction scenario, the train is on the rightmost track if we're going towards New York Penn Station, but I don't know. Passenger view. Look what these seats look like. Even though I can't do much here because this game is good. There's pensive guy. Yes. That does nothing really. None of this stuff works. Okay, that works. The instrument lighting. Don't really need it. Also, I forgot to turn on the headlights. Yep. There we go. I forget to do that every single time. The Amtrak doesn't stop at Secaucus Junction. That is one inaccuracy. Oh, yeah. Yep. I noticed that as well. The Amtrak doesn't stop at Secaucus Junction. So I don't know why that's a thing. Because I noticed that in one of these scenarios for Train Sim World, you're required to stop at Secaucus Junction to let the Silver Star go by, even though there was no Silver Star, and you know, and even then, an Amtrak doesn't stop at a station just to let another train go by. It's just, I don't know. So, yeah, there are quite a few inaccuracies in the scenarios. The overall game is pretty realistic. But I do have to agree, Amtrak stopping at Secaucus Junction is pretty realistic. That's why we have New Jersey Transit, so they can stop at Secaucus Junction. You know? Oh, then I see more floating billboards. Yep. Wait, not billboard isn't floating. But this one is. No, it's not. I thought it was floating. I thought it looked like it was falling off or something, but it wasn't. Even in service mode, free drive mode, you still have to stop at Secaucus. Oh, well, that's silly. Oh, coming up on New Brunswick, I'm gonna stop here just because. Oh yeah, are we gonna stop in time? That's the question. Will we stop at New Brunswick in time? Yeah, once we do, that's gonna be the end of the live stream, by the way. Yeah, we'll slow down in time. More Kuju sounds in this train. Come on. It's like this is the Class 158. This is the one that's included in Train Simulator 2018. And yet it's still as bad as it was when they first released this train in 2011, I think it is. I can skip it, but then it won't let me open the doors of New York Penn. Oh. I guess Train Sim World does have inaccuracies. Interesting. But I'll see for myself when I eventually get the game. Alright, New Brunswick. And you're stopping here for no reason. Okay, slow down, train. Slow down in the name of the law. We're gonna overshoot the platform. Yep. Only by a tiny bit, though. And more Kuju sounds. Of course, Kuju sounds. Silly Kuju sounds. Kuju sounds, I guess. And the door's opening up. Of course, Mr. Arlington trains with the 124 stuff. He says, hello there. He says, wow, the graphics are so amazing now. Yes, indeed, they are. Seriously, look at how much better this game looks now. That's the benefits of buying a professional gaming computer. Yeah. So I was originally going to end this live stream here, but you know what? Let's do one more quick drive. One that's suggested by you guys. Oops, that's the wrong button. Dang, I meant to do the thing. Okay, did you turn the... Okay, did you turn the graphic settings to the highest possible setting? Because I have an i17 with 16 gigabytes of RAM and it lags at full settings. It doesn't lag for me, though. So let's see. So yeah, so if you're having lag issues, try turning down the graphic settings, I guess. Anyways, guys, which train would you like me to drive now? Because well, I need your suggestions. So you guys pick a train that I should drive, and I will drive in on the Northeast Corridor because reasons. You choose the train. Use train. The SD70 Mac, of course. SD70 Mac. What do you think? Okay, possibly SD70 Mac. I'm not sure if we could drive the SD70 Mac in this. So there's the SD70M, which is different. I even have a Nevada G4 GTX 150. I'll go check to see if I can get it working. Alright. Well, watch this live stream though. I wonder if we have the SD70 Mac in Union Pacific. There is the ES44AC. So I might drive that. Actually, yeah, should we drive the SD70 Mac with no coaches, or should we drive the SD70M with a full train or something? Because they're all pretty similar. What do you think, Arlington? You choose. There's an HTTP 8. You know, let's do SD70 Mac. We're gonna do it with no coaches at all because reasons. Yeah. Actually, did I get it installed? Ooh, dear. Because that's the Edison Station. That's for the LLTA one. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure that I did install that. I'm gonna find out shortly. Let's go to New Brunswick, where we were, and we'll see. And we'll go to Newark Penn, and then that'll be end of live stream. Good plan, boys. Let's make it cloudy now. Gotta put the game back to. Whoops! the wrong button again. Alright, let's go to Train Simulator. Alrighty. Okay, let's do this correctly. It's time. Show up. Alright, here we are in Train Simulator. Actually, yeah, I wonder if I did bring in the LLTA SD70 Mac into this. I think I did when I transferred my stuff over. Yep, alright. There we go. Yes, frame rate is over 9,000 levels of stuff. This train's gonna shoot forward. Watch this. Get above the berms and then power! Oh. There we go. Power! Alrighty. Power! Alrighty. And it says, I've been subscribed to your channel ever since your return of ATS videos with Xiao. You know they made a third one. Also, before the end of the stream, could you show me your graphic settings? Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I did hear about Train of ATS 3. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to do any videos on it because I haven't got the stuff to do so. But I could show the graphic settings off. I'm basically running on the highest graphic settings and simple stuff. I haven't actually messed around with any of the advanced settings and stuff. That's interesting. Does this open? Of course not. Right. Yeah, the horn is good. Well, unfortunately, the horn is going to be replaced in the future. Spoiler alert. But whatever. Oh, wait. What? Why did the emergency brake go off? What is this? So for some odd reason, the emergency brake went off. Come on, train sim. Okay. See, it says, hey friend, are you impressed that I put a heritage unit today? Very. Considering that you're so bad at kicking trains in general. Oh, of course I did the thingy. Alright, let's try that again. This time we're gonna do it right. Come on. Power. Still not doing anything. It says emergency though. This train is stupid. I think my buddy Dalton had the same issue. And why is the emergency brake on? You know what, forget about it. Let's just do something else. I'm gonna do one more thing because the SD70 Mac doesn't work today, so I have decided that I'm going to do something else. Will you come to us 40 after nothing? Yeah. Okay, forget that. SD70 Mac doesn't work, so I'm going to do something else. Graphic settings. Oh yeah, I should show that off. So let me check the get to screen where you can't see anything. Righty. Okay, that's enough. That's that's good enough. Ooh, thingy settings. That's kind of cool. Alrighty, let me just show graphic settings off just for those guys who want to see what it looks like. There's my graphic settings. I pretty much have highest resolution is that. I could probably set the resolution up, but you know, I need to full screen, dynamic stuff, brightness and stuff. Okay, advanced settings. Senior density. I might turn that to highest or something. I don't know what this is all about, but I don't know. What about next? There's depth of field. Of course, we're doing stuff. Alright. Yeah, let's see. So previous, so there's my graphic settings and stuff. So that's... Yep, your computer will like if you turn it up. I don't think it's the computer, I think it has to do with the game. Because this game is a bit rubbish. So that's why. Rescan your train, of course you are. Alright, well, Russell's choice was rubbish, and by the way, Russell is Arlington trains whether 1 through 4. Just so you know. So, since Russell is so rubbish at picking trains, let's see, what do you guys fancy? So the SC70 Mag for some reason is rubbish. What about an ST70M? Maybe. Or the thingy. I don't know. So boys, pick a train that I should drive. And do it quickly, because this live stream has to end soon. Of course, no one's giving me any suggestions. Come on, guys, you can do better than that. Norfolk Southern ES44. Alright. ES44. I'm not sure if it can be, of course, the Russell is the Acela. Well, we can't do the Acela because we just driven that thing from New York all the way to Philadelphia. I'm not sure if I have a CSX-ST40-2. I have a... Okay. Alright, we'll do that then. We'll do it with wagons as well. And we go from New Brunswick to Metro Park. And we'll end it there. Perfect. Alright. Russell's Bill and Ted. Well, unfortunately, we can't do Bill and Ted just yet because reasons. Alright, I can see the game again. Good. Alrighty, let's do this. Let's do it right. So we're going to do an SD40-2, a CSX1, just like Chris said. He's actually pretty good at picking trains. Yes, indeed. Bill, Ted, and a CSX ST40-2. Well, unfortunately, I can't include Bill and Ted in the lineup, but maybe I can probably do it in the future. But we'll see. Alright, hurry up, train sim. I'm good all day. My anti-analyzer set to thingy-majiggy, my filtering set to max, and match distance and sliders. Interesting. Well, I have no idea what that means, so... Alright, let's disable the alarms, because nobody likes those. Here we go. Look at this. Alrighty. Just figured I would show the whole train. Alright, which has the best graphics besides Train Sim World? Trains in New Era or Train Sim 2018? I'm not sure. Probably Train Simulator 2018 because it has more realism into it. Trains in New Era, meh. You know. By the way, can you guys hear my voice over the engine, or should I turn down the volume of the game or something? I don't know. That's a billboard on top of a building. All these billboards and all these things and ah. Ah, stupid trains at T4-2 sounds, says Russell. Of course. Yeah, I think this might actually be ripped off from Trains, but that's actually realistic. You use OBS for streaming, right? Yep, I use OBS for my streaming. It's really the only thing that I can use for streaming, and it actually works well. Ah, yes, this tree is so amazing. Let's take an awesome screenshot. And we're pulling 30 coal cars, which are empty. Yay. Of course, Chris says Tane, Trains in New Era. Coming up on Edison Station. Actually, let's go up there and watch this train go by in awesome fashion. Correction, trash containers. Oh, right. I think those are trash containers. This pole is here. That's interesting. Let's watch a train go by. This is one of those super rare occasions where you see a CSX freight train going by New Jersey Transit Station. That's quite cool. Alrighty. Okay, I think the reason people hate the good graphics game is because their computers are not strong enough, so that's why the reviews are bad. No. Not really. It's just because the game might have poor optimization, you know? I remember some people used to complain about Train Sim World because the optimization was low, and I kind of agree with that, because I remember when Train Sim World first came out, it was laggy, but, you know, it wasn't laggy because the computer was slow. No, it was laggy because the game had poor optimization. And if a game has poor optimization, then that kind of shows that the game in question is not a very good game. Yeah. Thankfully, the optimization in Train Sim World is a lot better now. And, you know, you're no longer sausagizing about and stuff. So Chris says, I'm making a Norfolk and Southern ES44 AC in Trains in the Era. That's what I'm reskinning. Copy of a BNSF ES44 DC into a Norfolk and Southern ES44 AC, DC, AC, blah blah blah. Interesting. I didn't think you could reskin trains for Trains in the Era. Interesting. Well, I know for sure they can reskin trains for Train Simulator because I've already made a few. Well, I say a few. Never probably made one that was that was probably finished. AC, DC, AC, AC, DC. I don't know why I said AC, DC. I think that's the name of a band or something. I don't know. I'm just spewing out random stuff now. Coming up on Metuction, I kind of wish I could have stopped there, and that would have been a good end to the live stream, but nope, now I have to go all the way to Metro Park, of course. Made for any permission to let Steam and my pit big boy on AS group for the 14 corridor. Yes, permission granted, just as long as it doesn't, mess up the local train traffic. That's a jolt in the track. And we just went over. Look how cool this train looks, though. It actually looked pretty good back on my old PC, but it looks a million times better on this new one here. Seriously, just look at that. That is just... wow, that is amazing right there. That deserves a screenshot and a half. Right. AC/DC is a band, but DC/AC is Norfolk, and so does AC-44C6Ms. Interesting. Maybe by Metuchen. I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure. But as soon as we get to Metro Park, that's going to be end of live stream. So, overall, it was actually a pretty good live stream, I have to say. This is the first ever Train Simulator live stream on my brand new PC. And we were able to do some messing about after a whole journey. As we go through a tree. Once and again. As we go through a whole journey from New York to Philadelphia. And we are now scraping the platform. That's not normal. In fact, yep, we are going through the platform. In real life, the platform would be destroyed for sure. And more floating signals because reasons. Just what I wanted. But we're almost at Metro Park, which is a good thing. So I'll do another flyby. Alrighty. Let's see. Frony, have you heard of Train Simulator Multiplayer? Uses computer pretending they're in the same world and there's a dispatcher that keeps track of the trains. No, I never heard of that. Some say that's gonna come to Train Sim World, but who knows if that's gonna happen or not. I mean, the guys at Dovetail, they've said in the past that Train Sim World, or multiplayer, is gonna be coming to Train Sim World. Question is, when is that going to happen? I mean, they've been promising it ever since they announced the beta version of Train Sim World back in August of a couple years ago. But ever since then, there's not even a single speck of multiplayer available, probably because they're too busy creating new stuff. And you know, I say new stuff, I mean new routes and stuff, and, I don't know. I'm really not sure if Dovetail have learned their lesson from Train Sim in 2018, but we'll have to see. So we get ready to slow down from Metro Park because we are pulling a heavy freight train, so I'm not sure if we'll slow down in time. What says, can you blow on the mark? Of course. Okay, we're slowing down way too quickly. Oopsie daisy. I messed that up. Very badly. Very badly indeed. Alrighty. Come on, Train Sim thingy, whatever. Fun fact, this is actually a locomotive that comes in Train Sim World, Northeast Corridor, New York, blah blah blah. And this is also the locomotive that comes with Train Simulator. That looks very bad. Thingy. Alright, let's slow down for Metro Park. Train actually slows down really quickly. Alright, let's slow down for Metro Park for absolutely no reason yet. We're a freight train yet, we're stopping at a passenger station. Oh, would you look at that? That garage isn't completely invisible. Yeah, I remember a day and time where this garage wasn't even here. That's weird, shadows. But you see these parking lots here? Yeah, this wasn't even visible. Yeah, at the time. For some odd reason, it's visible now. Ugh, weird. As this is the end. Well done, you reached the quick draft scenario, and that's going to be the end of this live stream. Yes, indeed, guys. Alrighty. So, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this live stream thingy-majiggy. Yes, it was quite a fun live stream to do, but, you know, they must all come to an end sometime. Hope you have enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye, What's